Hey, what's up guys? We are back on Pokemon Showdown, and due to popular demand, I am returning to the OU ladder. Now this is going to be a little bit different. We're going to start all the way from the bottom. I made a new account, well, not a new account, just a different account. So, brand new, and what I'm going to do actually is build a live team building session for you guys, followed up by a live. So, pretty much we're going to build a team from scratch and ladder up as much as we can. Tweak the team if we need to, and make any sort of adjustments that need to be made as well. So this is going to be interesting to say the least. I really want to see how this pans out, and I really want to hear your feedback as well. So if you enjoy the team, let me know what you guys think of it, suggestions or any kind of changes that you think I need to be making. Let me know, because I will be happy to hear your thoughts. So right away we'll go right into the team building portion of this, because we are building straight from scratch. And the OU tier, it has a lot of good threats, but I think I'm going to start the team off with my Mega, and I think the most comfortable Mega at least the most comfortable Mega for me is in fact Mega Diancie. So I think I'm going to build the team off Mega Diancie here and go from there. Now Mega Diancie is such a threat, guys. It is pretty much one of the only, at least one of the best mixed attacking Megas in my opinion. I can't really think of another one off the top of my head that's at least as good as this thing. This thing gives me nice speed, along with building Magic Bound, and Rock Stab and what's it called, Fairy Stab are very, very good in this tier. Now if you look at its base attack and special attack, definitely something to be scared of. So this thing gives me a great Talonflame check, it gives me a great Keldeo check. Well, I can't switch it in obviously, but I can beat it 1v1 as long as it's not Scarf. So yeah. Anyway, this thing beats the Lottie twins, and it's just a good Pokemon overall. It gives me a phenomenal typing. That's why I drafted the normal DNC set, is pretty much due to its typing, and its move pool is really nice as well. Just because the fact that it's something unique like Diamond Storm and Moonblast is always nice. So we're going to start the team off with Mega Diancie. We're probably going to go ahead and build a Dragon Steel Fairy Core, now that we already have a nice Fairy type. Now, what complements Diancie? I know Magnezone is a very nice complement to this thing, as it can trap annoying Steel types that are pretty much, like, I don't know, annoying to this thing. But I think I'm going to actually go with Jirachi here, and I'm actually going to go with a slower Jirachi set. So I'm going to run the SpedF set with lefties, and with Iron Head, U-turn, getting that nice slow U-turn. It's very underrated, a slow U-turn, because of the fact that I can U-turn out on many things, such as, let's see what's one. I know I outspeed normal Rotom, so I can't say Rotom, but any of the, like, Lottie twins, honestly, if they want to switch, I can, well, if they want to stay in for some reason, hit me with HP Fire, I can U-turn on out of there. Their HP Fires are only doing anywhere from, like, 20 to 35%. This thing is very, very bulky on the especially defensive side. I will make this my Stealth Rocker, and I'll give it a Healing Wish as its last move. So this is pretty much the set. You run a little bit of speed to outspeed Tyranitar, Jolly Tyranitar, at least, as long as it's not Scarf. And I think you run about, yeah, you run that because it's just max HP. So with a Careful Nature. This is the set, guys. It's pretty self-explanatory. A nice dragon that what would complete this core is probably one of the Lottie twins themselves. I know I'm developing a little bit of a dark weakness, but that's okay because of the fact that we have Diancie, and that answers dark types pretty well. So I'm not really afraid to use that as my defogger. I could potentially use Starmie instead, but I don't think I want to do that. I think I'm going to go ahead and use Latios here. I think the Latios set that I want to use is Life Orb with the, I think just Draco, probably Psyshock, because of the fact that I don't want to lose to a Mega Venusaur. And I think I'm going to run T-Bolt because of the fact that it looks like my team's going to have just a bit of a struggle with Skarmory at the moment. So why not throw T-Bolt on here, and obviously Defog for hazard removal purposes. So pretty solid Latios set here, making sure I'm Naive Nature, and I am. Max special attack, guys, I forgot to mention this. Max special attack to answer, well, pretty much just hit as hard as possible with the special attack inside. So that's pretty cool. Not a lot really wants to take that much of a power, or that powerful of a Moonblast. So very cool for us. Now it's looking like our team is pretty solid right now. We got a nice core going for us. We are a little weak to ground right now, so I'm going to have to patch that up just a little bit. But yeah, I think the next Pokemon on the team that I'm going to want to use is Keldeo. Keldeo gives me yet another Dark Resist, and it gives me probably one of the best wall breakers in the game. So Scald, Hydro Pump, Secret Sword, and I'm going to run Hidden Power, I mean not Hidden Power, I'm going to run Icy Wind. I could potentially run Hidden Power Electric if I needed to, but this is a good set for now. So our team is looking pretty solid at the moment right now. I would potentially like something with a Volt Switch. I could, and I definitely want a ground type as well. So I'm going to need a ground type here. I'm going to need, what else am I going to need? I could use Lando. What else could I use on my team right now? Looking at it, I'm still a little bit ground weak, so I think Landorus is a solid fit here, because if you look at my team, I have 2 quality ice resists, and I think they fit the team rather well. I'm going to be running Choice Scarf Landorus, I think. That is just my preferred set for this team because of the fact that I already have my Stealth Rocker. And I love running Jirachi over Landorus. Well, I love running at least things that multiple things that could get Stealth Rock because of the fact that it lets Landorus come in almost any set. You could run Dual Dance if you wanted to. I could potentially change that in this series. We're pretty much going to be trying to rank up as much as possible. I'm obviously going to be running Knockoff and U-Turn as well. I could also potentially change this to Tornadus if we need to, but I wanted a electric immunity, and this provides that. So I'm just going to be running Max, and yeah, that's pretty much it for the Landorus. So pretty cool set, honestly. I like Toy Scarf Lando. Now, what else does my team need? It gives me a nice Intimidate user as well, I forgot to mention that. It's looking like my team lacks just a little bit of bulk, and I kind of want some bulk on my team that I could potentially switch a lot of things into. I got my hazard removal, I have my hazards. What could I potentially use on this team? It looks like I am a little bit weak to answering fairies myself, so I might want to get another fairy resist. That wouldn't be a bad idea at all, just because of the fact that I don't want Jirachi being my only answer to a fairy type. And what could I do about that? Oh, I think I'm going to go ahead and use Talonflame. It gives me yet another ground immunity, so I'm no longer too weak to ground, and yeah, no longer weak to ground that much. I have Jirachi for a rock resist, Keldeo for a rock resist, Lando Intimidate. So I mean, I have Defog and Magic Bounce on my team too, so I'm not worried about that with nothing else being weak to rocks. And this gives me a form of priority, which is very nice. I think we're going to make this the, I'm just going to make it an offensive SD set. So Brave Bird, I'm actually going to look up the exact set real quick here. Talonflame. I know it's max, but I don't want to run the specially defensive set. There it is, Bulky Sword Stance. So it looks like Brave Bird is the only attacking move like I thought, and the rest is Will-O-Wisp, Roost, and SD. So very cool set. We are running, it looks like max HP. Well, not exactly max, but almost. And what is that? The rest goes into speed. Okay, cool with me. And that's pretty much the outspeed uninvested Talonflame, I would assume, with lefties. And we are going to run I think an Adamant Nature. Yeah, Adamant Nature. Nice. That's pretty cool. This thing is pretty much it gives me a good answer to a number of things, such as like Mega Pinsir was kind of threatening to this team if I let it set up a couple SDs. Same with I guess what's it called, Scizor, same concept really. So we got a team here, and let's go ahead and hop right into a live with it. We are starting all the way from the bottom, guys, so you go ahead and start with this team. If you want, I can leave this team in the description, so please let me know if you want it, and I will start doing that. So anyway, we have it looks like a pretty mixed team right here. It's got some bulk, and he's got some offensive threats as well. So I think I can just go ahead and lead something like, I think Keldeo's a solid lead here, as long as he doesn't lead his what's it called, the Azumarill. So I think he actually will lead the Azumarill, and I'm kind of hesitant to go into anything that does that. So I'm actually going to go Latios here, and as he leads the low punny. So we know in fact that he is going to fake out here. So I'm pretty sure I can just go into my DNC here, even if he does high jump kick for some reason. So he actually doesn't Mega Evolve too, so that is extremely interesting. I think I'm actually just going to go ahead and fire off a Moonblast. If he wants to Mega Evolve and go for the high jump kick, I still live and he will go down. So he's got to pick his Moonblast switch in here, which is definitely the Blissey. But this is very, very bottom of the ladder, guys. So yeah, he still does not Mega Evolve. So it looks like he might be Mega Garchomp. I outspeed you now, so I can go for Moonblast here and kill. I don't understand what is going on necessarily right now. As he brings in the Azumarill, and that's not going to be appreciating that Moonblast. And it looks like he is the Belly Drum set, so yeah, what do I want to do about that? He could just click Aqua Jet here, but he could just click Belly Drum too. So this is lower ladder. This is why lower ladder is so scary. I'm just gonna go Latios here. I have T-Bolt, even if he does. Yeah, so there's the Aqua Jet, and I think I can just T-Bolt here. I think he'll stand and click Play Rough probably. He could go Garchomp, but that's not a Latios counter at all. So I'm able to knock out yeah, as he just forfeits. So we win our first game, guys. Definitely get another one real quick. Yeah, I hope we don't see this too often, as it's looking like it's not getting any better as we see Lapras and Golem. So as we work our way up the ladder, we will pretty much clear out all of this lower ladder. So let's see what we got here. It looks like Mega Charizard. It could easily be Mega Alakazam though, but probably Mega Charizard. And maybe lead Golem, trying to get up rocks. Other than that, he's probably just going to lead his Charizard. So I do have the Landorus for a Charizard X, not Charizard X, well, X and Y pretty much, as long as he doesn't set up a Dragon Dance, and Latios is a nice Guard Y counter, so I'm not too worried about either of them. Same with Diancie, it kind of just beats both of them. I'm actually going to lead Diancie here as he leads Jolteon, which is pretty nice. I'm going to go ahead and get off my Mega Evolution and Protect here, just because of the fact that it's pretty safe, because if he's Specs for some reason, well, a lot of them actually are Specs, so if he has Specs, he can lock himself into a move here, and then pretty much be forced to, yeah, so he hidden powers, so it looks like he is Specs. I'm just going to go ahead and fire off a Moonblast, and it's going to be doing a nice chunk of damage, as it looks like he is locked into the hidden power Ice, so he's actually leftovers, so interesting. I'm not going to make the double because of the fact that I live, and nothing on his team necessarily wants to take a Moonblast, so I could potentially click Diamond Storm here, but I don't think that's the play. Yeah, he goes hard Alakazam, so lets this thing take damage as well, and it's actually leftover too, so interesting Alakazam to say the least. I wall this thing with Jirachi because I'm especially defensive, so he's actually recovered too, so yeah, that is something you don't see every day. I'm going to go ahead and get out my Slowpoke here because of the fact that he has a Zard. Oh my gosh, this man is a legend. He's actually running Magic Coat Alakazam, but I don't care, I'm going to get up my rocks either way. Actually, I'm going to U-turn into my Latios here, trying to defog away. He is magic. Oh yeah, that was a crit, guys. Did 12%. So I don't necessarily care. I think I'm gonna go into my Latios anyway. He's probably running the only Magic Coat Alakazam out there. That is extremely interesting. Even if he does, yeah, I actually outspeed him, so that's really good to know. What kind of defensive set is he running? I probably don't even kill with the T-Bolt. That's what I'm worried about, but yeah, I can go back out into my Jirachi, and it looks like his only attacking move is Dazzling Gleam, so he won't be doing anything with that. I'm just going to click Iron Head here because he's probably going to click a Magic Coat again. So, yeah, there's the Magic Coat, and it actually lives a Iron Head, which is extremely interesting to say the least. I think I'm going to turn here in case he wants to keep this, or if he wants to recover up, because it gives me a free switch into my Talonflame that I can set up with Sword Stance here. And because if Dazzling Gleam is his only move, he's not in a good situation at all right now. I'm going to go ahead and set up an SD. Yeah, you can recover up all you want, but it's not going to save you from a Talonflame sweep, especially if I can get rid of the Golem. So I'm going to go ahead and Brave Bird here, knock out the Alakazam, and he should bring in the Golem here. So, yeah, if he brings out the Golem, he actually brings out the Jolteon, and I don't think the thing lives. There's no way this thing lives. I'm actually gonna calc it just because I'm so I'm interested in to see how. There's no way this thing lives. I'm not Sharp Beak though. Well, that's offensive sword dance. I'm bulky sword dance. Yeah. Okay. So I am +2 as well. So there is absolutely no way that Jolteon's living unless he's some weird defensive set too. So whatever, we'll do this. Yeah, Acro even almost Okos. So yeah, there's no way. Jolteon's a pretty frail mon, to be honest. If he goes Golem, do I even want to switch out? I could just Will-O-Wisp it. It would be nice for the Machamp though. Same with Zard. So let's see if he makes the Golem play finally. Maybe he thought he outsped me. Maybe he doesn't know Gale Wings is a thing and I get priority. This thing obviously should go down too. It actually lived. The thing's very bulky, but that's okay. We brought down the Lapras a ton, and it looks like every mon on his team has leftovers. So that's another interesting thing to say the least. Yeah, I can go DNC here, and I can just fire off a Moonblast, and something will go down. I could potentially Diamond Storm, but I don't want to miss and get hit with the Surf. So I'm gonna Moonblast here and knock this Lapras out. So. Yeah, this is lower ladder at its finest. He finally goes to the Golem, which actually does, at least it walls my team to an extent. He could be some weird, what's it called, weakness policy set. So I think I'm going to go Landorus here and drop its attack because of the fact that Earthquake is probably coming in. Yep, Earthquake, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and U-turn here. Get off for some decent damage. Now the Rock Blast should probably come in here, and there's no way my Keldeo goes down by any move anyway. So, Hidden Power. Hidden Power on your Golem, what is that, HP Ice? Wow. Yeah, that's something you don't see every day. So, gonna go ahead and Scald this thing away. He has no switch-ins. If he goes Zard, yeah, this is probably Zard X then. I'm just gonna Scald anyway. I'm gonna do a very nice amount, and if he wants to stay in, well, I guess I lost my priority, so do I even want to do this play? Well, too late now. Does 74%, so D-Pulse, and I outspeed you the next turn, so goodbye Charizard. His only chance there was actually click Dragon Dance, but he was a special attacking Megazord X, so that tells you what the lower ladder has been up to these days. So I'll go ahead and Scald this thing. Even if he is Gut, it doesn't really matter. He's Dynamic Punch, and we'll just finish him off with a Latios Side Shock, so let's go ahead and hit him up with the GT. Yeah, interesting to say the least. The ladder is just crazy, guys. Special attacking Megazord X, I don't think I've ever seen that before. But yeah, we'll just keep climbing the ladder here. I don't know, what are we at right now? We're only at 17 minutes. We'll make this video kind of long. We see a team of all OU or UU mons, except, well, I guess I didn't see Klefki or Orlando. So yeah, so interesting though. Another crazy team. I never know what to expect with these kind of players though, so I think he could just lead the Landers or the Klefki here, and both of them. Do I want to get up my Mega Evolution? Yeah, I think I want to get up my Mega Evolution right away because of the fact that he could just go ahead and go for T-Wave or Spikes, and I obviously have Magic Bounce, so hopefully we can Magic Bounce these Spikes back his way because of the fact that I don't want Spikes on my field. So I'm just going to go for the Protect. He could have Flash Cannon too. He's actually trying to trick my DNC here, so I'm going to go for the Earth Power actually because he's probably going to go for it again. Because lower ladder is insane. I know he could have Flash Cannon, I could get blown back here by some weirdo, but I'm willing to risk that with a lower ladder. So yeah, Switcheroo Klefki. So he's probably the lagging tail set. That is what they usually provide at least. So I don't want to get anything tricked. He actually doubles into the Blissey, which is probably a good play. Well, it doesn't double, he just switches into the Blissey. That's fine. He literally can't touch me though. What does Blissey have? Yeah, there's literally, he can Seismic Toss me here. Diamond Storm's a 2-hit KO. Gonna raise my defenses. That actually does a lot. But anyway, if we can hit the next Diamond Storm, his Blissey goes down, and I'm just raising my defense. Oh, he actually gets the low roll, so okay, well, if you want to play this game, we can play this game. I'm just gonna do it again. What do I want to do here? I'm gonna go actually into my Jirachi right now. Yeah, that's fine. I want to get at my rocks because of the fact that his team looks like it doesn't have hazard removals. Yeah, I don't think it does. I don't think Hydreigon gets Defog. So gonna get at my rocks here and probably just go ahead and go for the Iron Head. Well, he has Rotom, so I'm actually gonna U-turn. But the thing is, lower ladder is just so unpredictable, so I don't think he would actually. Well, let's see. Yeah, I didn't think he'd go Rotom. He actually goes on the Klefki, which is a a decent play, I guess. I think I'm gonna go. I could go Landorus. I could go Keldeo. I think I'm gonna go back into my Diancie though. Yeah, because it looks like he doesn't have Flash Cannon, so I'm willing to risk my Diancie here. Plus, it keeps his spikes off my side of the field and makes him switch on to something else. So I could. There's a light screen, and so he is a screen setter. We can actually get the Splash drop, which is pretty nice. So I think I'm just going to go for another Earth Power, as he's probably going to get up the Reflect. And I might be able to put him in a range where if he switches out, yeah, so he actually just doubles into the Rotom Wash. So that's fine by me. I have a Latios. I have a couple different answers to this thing. So he should just Hydro Pump here. So I'm going to go straight into my Latios here. And yeah, there's the pump, and that's not going to be doing that much. So next is an incoming Burn or Volt Switch. So what do I want to do? What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I could just go ahead and go for the Psyshock here. I think it's my best play. Oh, that actually does nothing with the light screen up. So he does Wisp me. What do I want to do? I could defog his screen away, but it defogs the rock away. Yeah, anyway, it's my best play. I have to defog my own rocks away to get rid of these screens. Discharged, yeah, so he's not even Volt Switch. Roost would be nice here, but I'm going to Draco as he's probably going to stay in. Yeah. So we're able to knock out the Rotom, which is actually a bit of a threat to this team because of the fact that I don't have a Grass type move on this team, or a something to hit through the Levitate with the EQ, but that's okay. I still have the Latios for situations like that. I'm really not going to see too many screen setters, so I'm not really worried about that. I kind of want to see what set Lando set he is, so I would lose my Defogger though. I don't want to do that. He's probably just going to U-turn here. I'm going to go out into my own Landorus though. Save Lottie for at least one more switch in if I have to. So he does set up his rocks. I kind of wanted to go hard DNC there, but I didn't want to risk it necessarily. So now my Latios goes down anyway. Kind of unfortunate for us, but I think I'm just going to go for the knockoff and Focus Sash Landorus. That's the new meta, guys. Yeah. I don't know. I have absolutely no words for that one. But anyway, I'm gonna sack Lottie here, just because of the fact that I don't know what this Hydreigon wants to do. Taunt Hydreigon. So I get a free switch into Keldeo, and his Secret Sword switching is a Landers. It'll get 2-hit KO'd for sure. Everything on his team actually just drops from Secret Sword, except I don't know about the Infernape. Infernape might live, especially if it's Sash, depending on the set. He could be some bulky set. This could be Sash. I mean, we just saw Lando Sash. Oh, well, no, he just wants his Hydreigon to go down. So I'll be happy to do that. He should go into his Klefki here and try to trick again. If that's the case, I'll just go right back out into my, yeah, there's the Klefki. I could knock this thing out, though. No, I'll just go hard DNC. That's relatively safe. And I don't necessarily need this Mon anymore, so yeah, he's just going to set up the, go ahead and set up his screens. I'm actually going to Diamond Storm first. That way I might get a defense boost and be able to take on, yeah, so. Goes out to the Blissey. Blissey behind a Reflect, interesting. I'm just going to stall out some of the screens, and yeah, there's not really much else I can do at this point. Yeah, Seismic Toss. I actually can't live like more than 2 more of these, which kind of sucked. I'm actually going to go into my Jirachi though, because Seismic Toss isn't really going to do much, and he probably has Toxic as one of his moves as well, and he can't Toxic me, so I am going to go ahead and get on my rocks myself. And it's just going to be wearing down things. If he wants to go Klefki here, he most likely can. I don't necessarily care that much. So he does actually go hard in Infernape. And luckily he's not like Klefki either. I have no idea what set that is. He's probably just going to click the Flare Blitz or something along the lines of that. I think I'm just going to Healing Wish. Ooh, nasty plot. So, ooh, what do I want to do here? I Speed Tire with Keldeo, but I don't want to risk that. He could be some weird Sash set. I'm actually going to go into Landers and click Earthquake. I know I kind of wasted a healing wish there, but it's pretty much my best overall play. It phases him out as well if he wants to go into his own Landers here. Yeah, so he just lets the Infernape go down. That's pretty cool. Landers is coming in here. I still have Keldeo for it. I'm not too worried about it. The only win con right now is reflect into Blissey, so I'm just gonna Earthquake here again. If he wants to reflect, this Klefki will still go down. At least I hope it will. Yeah, at least it does. So no more reflect. Only gotta wait 4 more turns. If he wants to bring in the Landers, he has Focus Sash. So yeah, there's the Landers. It's only at 47%, so definitely not a threat at this point. He can't go for Earthquake. Well, I mean, he could, but I don't think he will. I lose nothing for going into Diancie because then I get a free switch into whatever I want afterwards. Yeah, there's the Stone Edge. That's okay. Because I almost went Talonflame there, but I mean, I didn't really lose anything from losing that Mon either. So, yeah, I go Keldeo here. Pick up a, well, I don't necessarily pick up a kill. Because he could just go into Blissey. But he's taking rocks damage, so I'm going to phase him out here. If he stays in, he dies. Yeah, he just lets his Landers go down here. So all I got to do now to win the game is switch out my Keldeo and bring it back in on a Secret Sword. So, this dude definitely loses. Go ahead and hit him up with another GG. I can just go into my Landers here. And pretty much just fire off and Intimidate for really nothing. Won't do anything, but I'm gonna hit him with a knockoff. So he does show the Toxic as I expected, because that's just the normal thing to run on a Blissey. Yeah, I'm just gonna spam knockoff right now. Knock off those leftovers, leaving him pretty much like no chance to live. And the Reflect does go away, and I'm just gonna let this Landers go down. So I'm gonna go ahead and spam Toxic. I mean, not Toxic, knockoff, because I'm locked into it. So yeah, I get a crit that's doing more than what it was doing. So he's just going to keep soft bulleting up though, but there's no way he lives a Spec Secret Sword, so not worried about this Blissey at all. Blissey's actually very, very frail on the physically defensive side. It can live a lot of special hits though, so I'm going to fire off a Secret Sword here, and it should be game. There's no way it lives. Yeah, goodbye Blissey, and we are 3-0, so I think we're in 1100s, hopefully, trying to get rid of the bottom of the ladder. And hopefully it can update soon. Come on, come on. Yeah, 1106. So at least we're out of the 1,000. So frames Dranko. So this is actually looking like a more sophisticated team, and it looks more real. So it looks like actually Keldeo just almost 6-0s this entire team, as long as I can get rid of Thunderous, and if I can weaken the Rotom. Well, yeah, I forgot about Diancie being faster, but anyway. Potential leads on his part, Diancie, Tyranitar, and the Thundurus. So I think Jirachi is a relatively safe lead, but then again, he has the Thundurus. You know what, I'm going to leave my own Diancie here. I don't really lose much from it, as he leads his Klefki once again, so if he wants to go ahead and try to get up spikes, I do pack the Magic Bounce. So gonna go ahead and click Protect here. This Ferrothorn walls this thing pretty well. Play rough, so he could still have the Flash Cannon, so I don't think I want to stay in here. Does he have hazard removal? No. I'm gonna go hard Jirachi here on the Ferrothorn. Okay, that's fine. Is it fine? I'm just gonna rock here. He's probably gonna do the same. Yeah. I have hazard removal though, and you do not. I don't think he's gonna Power Whip here. I'm gonna go into Keldeo. Okay, back in Thitar, and yeah, he's just gonna take massive damage on a Pokemon now. He does no Secret Sword switch-ins. The thing does not appreciate it at all. Yeah, I get a crit. So yeah, Klefki's already down to 20%. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch out into Diancie. Yeah, so I'm gonna go into Diancie on the predicted T-Wave, and it's gonna bounce that right back. So that's really cool for me, and this thing definitely drops. And I actually get a Spit F boost in the sand, which is nice. So yeah, just forfeits right away. That's pretty cool. Yeah, get another game here. Team's working pretty well, but we are lower ladder, so I don't necessarily know how great it is. And we see a team, it's literally full of setup sweepers. Every single mon on his team is a setup sweeper in some sort of fashion, so I know exactly what kind of game plan this guy is going to try to play against me. His most threatening one is probably the Cloister. I would say the Cloister or the Slurpuff. Yeah. In that case, I think I can lead. I kind of lead. I need Talonflame for this game for sure. Yeah, definitely need this mon. I think I can lead Keldeo here. If he wants to go ahead and lead the Cloister, I have a chance to Scald Burn. I could also Secret Sword, but my chance to Scald Burn is what I'm going to take right here. If I do not get it, then yeah, I don't get it. Actually, T-Spike, so luckily we don't have to deal with the Shell Smash. Yeah, so he just loses his Cloister on turn 2, and he has no Scald switch-ins. Every single mon on his team dies to Scald, I'm pretty sure, depending on the set. So he does go hard into Pinsir here, and the mon doesn't appreciate his Scald either. Of course, I don't get burns though. If I got a burn there, I would have lived, and he would have went down to the burn. So I know there's a risk there, but I was willing to take it. Anyway, I can go Landorus here. Go ahead and click. Do I want to click U-turn? Does U-turn even kill this thing? I really hope it does. That way, I don't have to play around with anything. 52. It actually might not kill because Mega Pinsir's defenses are not that bad, honestly. It looks like it does. I'm gonna go ahead and U-turn. Yeah, luckily it kills. They stayed in. That's fine. If he goes into the... Well, I'm actually gonna go Talonflame to get rid of the potential Bisharp coming in here for free. If he does go Slurpuff, I can burn it. If he goes into Infernape, I can Brave Bird. This is just my best switch in right now. Infernape. So, yeah. Well, what does this thing want to do to me? I'm just gonna go ahead and go for a Brave Bird. Yeah, knock it out. I don't understand that switching at all. Infernape is down, which is pretty nice for my Jirachi. Slurpuff. Hopefully we can land a Will-O-Wisp here. Yeah, as we do, that's really nice. Belly Drum's up, and it's not too big of a problem because they usually just carry Play Rough and maybe Facade. Ooh, what if he has Facade? What do I want to do here? Do they carry Facade? I'm actually going to check the Slurpuff set. Belly Drum. No, they return. Okay, so I'm not worried about this thing at all. I can just, well, yeah, that probably wasn't the play because I outspeed him. But anyway, returns. Oh, crit though. That's pretty unfortunate. Roots was definitely not my play. I totally forgot that I had Gale Wings, but I thought for some reason that Unburden would outspeed me. So I'm just gonna go for the Brave Bird. I know I lose my Talonflame, but oh well. It's just a misclick by me. Now both of his mons lose to my Landorus. It's just a matter of bringing it in the right time. Well, actually, if he's maxed attack enough, he actually kills me with Sucker Punch. So, Diancie beats both of them, as long as I can get a Mega Evolution off. I think I'm going to go into my Jirachi. Yeah, Bisharp. U-turn. He should just knock here. So he didn't Sucker, so he's just going to knock here. Yeah, that's his play. Night Slash, even better. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and click Protect here because he outspeeds me most likely with the Iron Head. Yep, there's the Iron Head. Now, Moonblast should definitely kill this thing. Wow, he's AV. Yeah, that's an AV Bisharp if I've ever seen one. Why am I... Yeah, this is stupid. Anyway. I think I'm just gonna turn again. and I have to pretty much sack the Latios here. Yeah, I actually wanted that thing to go down. Now I go into my Jirachi again. I don't know if he has Sucker Punch. Even if he does switch here, I still win. No, he doesn't. Stone Edge wins with Landorus now. These lower ladder games, I don't know what to expect, guys. So they're a little bit closer than I want them to be, just because of the fact that I'm not used to playing things like this. So all it depends is if we can land one Stone Edge. So yeah, Brave Bird, that actually did a ton. Yeah, luckily we hit the Stone Edge. I didn't think his Brave Bird would be doing that much. So anyway, at least we won that battle. That was a close one, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Go ahead and get another one here, and we see a crazy team here, to be honest. This is Bulk with two very offensive mons. Hang on a second. Keldeo has fun with this team as long as I can get the Gengar and Venusaur out of the way. That might be a little bit of a problem, though. I think I can still lead Latios here on the Volcanion. Oh, he actually leads Gengar. Ghost resist, nothing, so that's great. But anyway, he could be Sash. I think I'm just going to risk the speed tie, of course. There's a Sash. Unfortunate. I can Healing Wish this thing up later, so I'm not going to sack it right now. I can also, yeah, I can at least eat. Of course, he got Spidef drop too. So, I don't think he's actually going to switch out here. I can just get up rocks and kill this thing later. Ferrothorn's not really a switch in here. His best one is maybe the Zygarde. Okay, well he switches in the Pharaoh anyway. If I had Flare Blitz, then this thing would definitely not appreciate that. Ooh, talk about recoil. Rocks here probably. That's my assumption at least. I'm gonna Willow. Yeah, he's just gonna Rocks up. And now this thing really can't touch me, so I don't know what he's planning on doing with this thing. I know recoil does a ton to me, but as long as I have this thing burned, I'm in a pretty decent situation. Oh, Leech Seed, okay. I'm gonna switch out on the fact that he has Leech Seed. It kinda sucks that my Latios dies, but I definitely wanted to get the burn on this thing. I don't gain anything from going into DNT. He's just gonna Leech Seed pretty much whatever wants to come in. I'm gonna go Keldeo. He's gonna force out his Ferrothorn. Yeah, there's a Gyro Ball. It's not doing anything. Let's see. Potential switch in the Venusaur, the Gengar. If he has Protect, he should definitely use it here. But will he have Protect? Rocks. Yeah, he could easily have Protect here. Nope, he lets his Ferrothorn go down. That's cool. Get rid of his, I guess, one of his best water resists, but then again, he has Water Absorb and a Mega Venusaur, so he actually goes out into this. So I'm definitely gonna stay in and click Secret Sword. Ooh, that actually isn't. Oh my gosh, is this a physical Volcanion? What is going on? Like what? I'm gonna sack Latios here because I don't want to lose my Keldeo. And he makes a double into Gengar. I don't know what I just saw. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I'm going to go into Landorus and click U-turn. I have speed. Hopefully, he's smart enough to switch out. Now I kind of just bring in Keldeo again. If he wants to bring in his chance, that's fine by me. Ooh, I could click Secret Sword right off the bat, but I don't want to do that. Yes, at least Extreme Speed didn't kill. And I actually needed that burn. That helps us out. I still want to keep this thing, actually. He should just go into his Volcanion here. I don't lose much from going into Lando. Okay. He just wants this thing to go down, I guess. U-turn here again. The E-speeds, that's probably, of course he gets a crit too. Fantastic for me. Now, his best switch-in is... I don't know, I kind of want to get up my rocks. I really need to get up rocks here soon. I'm going to go into Diancie, get off my Mega Evolution. He could go Chansey if he wants to, I guess, but that's definitely not a Diancie counter. Gengar, that's fine. Go ahead and click Protect. It's another speed tie. I don't know if I want to risk it though. Yeah, D-Bond. Yeah, I'm not risking that. I want Keldeo for the Chansey. Lando for the Volcanion. I don't think he... Do you think he cooked Shadow Ball here? The real question. I kind of need to sack something off though to get a free switch in. And Talonflame is pretty much like my only way to beat the Venusaur. Whatever, I'm gonna have to sack my Landorus here. Hopefully he goes for the attacking move at least. Yeah, at least he did. He actually went for the Sludge Bomb, so I could have gotten a free switch into Jirachi, which really frustrates me actually. What do I lose from U-turning? What do I gain from knockoff? Oh, I think I'm gonna knock off here. If he, for some reason, goes into his Chansey here, he will lose his Eviolite, which will help me out a lot. And I gain a, or I can knock him off of the Volcanion too. Yes, so I'm able to knock off the Eviolite. That's fantastic. This thing is definitely not as near as bulky as it was. I'm actually going to double knock here because I don't need this thing anymore. As you can see, my knockoff was doing just as much as it did with the Eviolite. And I get a free switch into Jirachi here. Going to get up my Stealth Rocks, and actually I could U-turn on the thing wanting to come in, but he should go Volcanion anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna rock up myself. Oh, he actually stays into Seismic Toss. That's fine by me. I'm gonna go ahead and hit Iron Head here. Looks like he doesn't care about the Chansey. Oh my gosh, if we could get one flinch, that'd be fantastic. I could Helium Wish if I really wanted to, but I don't think I do. I'm just gonna Iron Head this thing to death. Goodbye Chansey, that's no longer a specially defensive wall that I need to worry about, and Volcanion comes in here, takes rocks damage. I should outspeed. He shouldn't be max speed, but I obviously don't want to stay in here. I could sack Keldeo, go into Diancie. Yeah, I think that's the play. That's definitely the play. Flame Charge. Ooh, hang on a second. The game just changed. What is he at if he's at plus 1.5? No, he definitely outspeeds me no matter what. Yeah, I can't go into that yet. Why is Flame Charge that even a thing? Now I might have to rely on hacks for the rest of this game, which kind of sucks. Gonna Brave Bird this thing. I don't think I die actually from the Brave Bird recoil, so that's a plus. Yeah, I live, so that's cool. I pretty much just cleaned up this game, yeah, so that's great for me. Let's see where we are at. We are at 43 minutes, so we'll get one last battle here. It's going pretty well, not gonna lie. But like I said, this is lower ladder, so hopefully we'll get some, I guess, better competition to say the least in the other games. So he has 2 quad weak to ice Pokemon, and he's got some nice ice resist as well. So I'm actually predicting him to be something like lead Skarm or lead D-Knight. So in that case, I'm pretty sure Keldeo is a pretty fine lead here, because it actually bodies his team. It leads the Tram, which is pretty cool. I could Scald here. I think I really want to, but I don't want Vaporeon to get a free switch in. I guess it's not that big of a deal because I have a Latios with T-Bolt, so I think I'm just going to Scald right off the bat. Trying to get a burn on anything that wants to come in as we do, which is fantastic. Now, he should be Cleric Vaporeon anyway, so it's not that big of a deal for him. I'm pretty sure my best switch-in is probably the Jirachi here, because it forces him to either click Synthesis here or Giga Drain, and on that, my Jirachi can take that easily, and I can go Leech Seed. Okay, is he not even Mega? I don't understand that. I'm gonna get my rocks either way. Vaporeon coming in here, probably just gonna click Heal Bell. But I should outspeed this thing. Yeah, I outspeed this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and click U-turn, get that little bit of chip damage on him, and probably just go into. This thing's actually gonna be really bulky and annoying. I'm gonna go into Latios here though. I don't anticipate him going for something like Ice Beam. I think he's gonna be a very bulky set, just due to that damage as well. So I really have to play this thing well. My Latios is probably my win con. As long as I can get rid of Heatran. Heatran is probably gonna come in here. I don't think he would want this thing to take a Draco. I'm actually gonna double into Keldeo. I don't lose that much from it. Yeah, that's fine by me. And now, what's his Venusaur at? 63. I'm just going to double Secret Sword. If he wants to go back into the Vaporeon here, he'll be taking a massive amount of damage from his Secret Sword. And if he wants to go into pretty much anything on his team, he'll be taking a decent amount of damage. Maybe not the Gliscor, but that's a very, very risky switch in. Alright, we're back, guys. What I did is I Secret Sworded the Heatran and he brought out his D-Knight. So I'm pretty sure I can go into... I'm pretty sure I can go DNC here. I could. He could potentially have Earthquake as well. I think I'm actually going to go into Landorus and get that Intimidate off first. Actually, just go straight for the Dragon Claw, which is fine by me. He's actually leftovers too. So that's good to know that he's not the weakness policy set. I think I might just U-turn. Yeah, I'm just going to U-turn. On the Skarmory, he could be Rocky Helmet, but that's okay. As he's not, and yeah, Keldeo gets another free switch in here, and pretty much just tears things up. Now he should recognize and go into his Vaporeon here, but I think I'm just going to Secret Sword anyway. That actually does nothing, so he's fully physically defended. Ooh, Brave Bird too. I actually kill him with the Secret Sword now, so I'll take that trade. Damage on this thing for a Skarm kill. So he actually goes into the Gliscor, which is fine by me as well. Everything's just taking a little bit of chip damage on his team, even though this thing has Toxic with Poison Heal, that's what it's called. So my best way to kill this thing is indeed the Keldeo, and I can always Healing Wish it back up, so I'm not really worried about that. He could Toxic here. That's probably his best play. I'm gonna go into my Landorus here. Knockoff, so that's fine. He actually knocks off my Choice Scarf, so I'm able to change up my moves now, which is pretty nice. Gonna go ahead and go for the knockoff, just because of the fact that it just does a decent amount of damage, and yeah, that's pretty much it. It does knock off the Toxic Orb, but yeah, so I don't know why he Earthquake there. It doesn't really make any sense to me. I'm gonna go ahead and go for the Stone Edge here. I'm gonna whittle this thing down. He could have Roost though. That's kind of my one worry about that. He actually goes into the Venusaur, and this thing definitely does not take a Stone Edge and an Earthquake. Yeah, it doesn't even take two Stone Edges. So I'm going to go ahead and Earthquake here, and goodbye Venusaur. I don't even know if that was Mega Venusaur. It looks like it wasn't. Maybe it doesn't have a Mega, and it looks like he doesn't because none of the other Pokemon are Megas. So goes into the Vaporeon here, and I can just go ahead and click probably Knock Off here. Get rid of this thing's leftovers will help me out a lot. Yeah, even if he Scald, I might live 8 crits. I don't think I lived anyway, so that's fine by me. I could go Latios here and pretty much just clean up. Yeah, I think that's my play. If he goes Gliscor, I can Draco, Dragonite, Draco, Skarmory, I have T-Bolt. So I'm going to go ahead and T-Bolt here. I don't think Gliscor is the switch in. He should just stay in or just go into, I don't know, Skarm. So anyway, T-Bolt kind of just cleans up from this range. Yeah. Vaporeon goes down, which is really nice because that thing's just annoying to my Keldeo. And now Keldeo pretty much cleans up on its own as long as D-Knight doesn't just come in here and click Dragon Dance. So he does go into the Dragonite, and I'm definitely just going to go ahead and click Draco. I don't care if Psyshock killed. I mean, I don't necessarily need it to. I can just switch out and then switch back in, so it's not really too big of a worry for me. If he goes Skarm, he dies. If he goes, yeah, he just forfeits. So I think that will be the end of the first episode of this team building kind of session that I had with you guys. I hope this live team building worked and you gained knowledge from this. That's my at least my goal for this at least. So, and it's pretty much just gonna help me ladder up. So we're undefeated still, which is pretty cool. And we had some close battles in the lower ladder, I'm not gonna lie though. And but anyway, we got this team around Mega Diancie. Go over it one more time. Moonblast, Diamond Storm, Earth Power, and Protect, along with the Jirachi, Jirachi, Iron Head U-Turn, Stealth Rock, Healing Wish. Draco, Psyshock, T-Bolt, Defog, Latios, Specs, Keldeo, Scald, Hydro Pump, Secret Sword, Icy Wind, Scarflando T with Earthquake, Stone Edge, Knockoff U-Turn, and bulky offensive Talonflame with Brave Bird, Will-O-Wisp, Roost, and SD. So that is a team, guys, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and make sure you let me know what you think about this live team building session. This is something new I'm doing. I really would appreciate your perspective on what I am doing. So this was due to popular demand as well. I haven't done an OU live in a very long time, so I wanted to do this for you guys as well. So like I said, hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys have a great day, and make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time. See you.